Post 1 foot, roll on the opposite shoulder, facing up like, so you can get your hips up. And then with your feet still staying in the same spot, because they're still on the line. You just recenter yourself, go to the other side. But your feet are still on the line. And then you bring yourself up. Good. Yeah. Alright, we're going to do front rolls. Again, we got a line because we're going straight-ish. Open your legs a little bit. You can do a stagger stance if you want. Take this arm. The main thing is we're not rolling directly over the neck and back of our head. Just remember, turn your head, roll over your shoulder. There you go. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Watch the neck. Turn the head, focus on going over the other shoulder. All right, bear crawls, legs straight. We're stretching our hamstrings. Alright, very good. Spider-Mans. Hey, we're going to have one leg up. The same side arm is going to be touching that knee. We're going to reach forward with the arm that's back while we bring the leg that was in the back up to touch our knee. What's your name?
Ash.
Ash?
I was here last Tuesday, but I think it's
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was here. So, all right, let's bring it in, guys. All right, you want to take my back? Yeah. Actually, we're going to start with the offense. So, come here. All right. When we're attacking the back, we're going to just run through these as a reminder. Hopefully, is it knowing that you're second class then?
here. This is us.
Okay, you can train them.
Yeah.
Okay, so not so tight like this, because when you're doing this, you have to bend your wrist to pull it all the way in. This is just much tighter. Anytime we're doing this, if you don't want to go with the under grip like that, and you want more of a traditional, just seat belt coming over, where you grab your hand, make a little fist, grab your fist here. You always want to cover your choking arm with the arm under the armpit. Reason being, if you're going to reach up to pull down on my arms, so I'm reinforcing here, and you're going to be pulling like that. So when you do that, when you start going, I can grab here, and I can pull down, and then that'll open up this choke. If I go this way, and you start pulling down, well, now this one's free, but I can't do anything with it, right? So if we're protecting with this one, as it reaches up, I can capture that one, and I can start attacking the choke, okay? So when we have this seat belt, and we want to start going for any sort of attack, we want our hooks in, and you want them tight. When we're actually going for one of these chokes, it's a full body choke. So if I get this up here, and I'm doing this, I'm not just using my arms. I'm pulling him in, I'm squeezing with my legs, I'm putting my head against his head, and then I'm going to start choking, okay? So it's not just, I've got my hands, and I'm up here, and I'm away from the body. When you're attacking, remove all space. You don't want him to be able to move at all. So if I'm in here, I've got my head piped to his, I'm working for the collar, or I'm just reaching to do a rear naked, something, I'm keeping close. When I start to go for a choke, and I've got this, I'm going to be keeping everything tight. What I'm not going to do is what a lot of people do when I'm going to pull, and they're yanking like this. Don't do that. Eliminate all space, use your head to cock his head to the side, slide it underneath, keep everything tight, okay? So now, he's on my back. He's got his hooks in. Oh, the other thing is, you never cross your ankles. Never cross your ankles. As soon as anyone sees this, their eyes get really big because they know that you're going to tap in 2 seconds. One leg goes over, comes here, dip in. Not going to do it because we're going to dip and get her. So you're never going to cross your ankles when you're on that. Okay? So, the most important thing that I'm going to use, this choking arm, is the danger arm. I can almost not worry about this. I'm not saying don't worry about it, because if I leave this down here, he's going to switch back, he's going to grab, and he's going to start going for the chokes. So, we are going to be concerned with it, but really we're both my arms are going after this one. And when I do this, I pull my arms in, and I think about activating my lats. I'm pulling everything down and back. It's a really strong position for me. It's way less strong than the Yeah. I'm thinking about like pulling this and getting my elbows tight under. So that's going to free up this arm a little bit, because if I leave that loose and I'm going like this, and I'm going, yes, I finally got that off. You're gonna just reach over top, go top up, and start choking with this arm. Okay? So anytime we're doing this, I'm going to pinch this one in tight because I want to control it. I don't want him to be able to reach quickly to grab the opposite collar for the finish of the choke. I don't want him to be able to yank his arm out and pull it back in to attack the other side. So I'm going to stop that by, not stop that, I'm going to slow that down because he's going to get his arm out. Like, it's just going to happen. Like, there's no way I'm going to be squeezing this tight for that long. Yeah. So the point is, when I'm worried about this choke, pulling my arms down tight, pulling my chin tucked. Okay. When we start talking about the actual escapes, if I'm escaping to the choking arm side, we're opening is he's going for an attack. I need to clear this hook. This is keeping me stuck. So what I'm gonna do is, you gotta loosen up, though. Man, I'm demonstrating here.
Sorry.
We're not rolling. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull my leg up, because see how his foot's way down there? And he's taller, so I have to reach down. I'm not doing that. He's got my neck. He's gonna strangle me. So instead of that, I'm gonna be pulling this tight. I'm gonna walk my leg up. That brings his foot close to me. So now, I just have to grab like this. And I can do it quick. And I better do it quick. So I'm gonna reach, grab the heel, kick my leg out, and get over top of it. As soon as I get over top of it, I can start coming right back to this, okay? I'm gonna be escaping. Now at this point, yeah, we turn, come over this way. So, from here, I always want to keep him from pulling this leg over and mounting. So, I'm going to hook his foot first with my outside one because it's easy. So I'm always going to do the easy one first. And then I'm going to pass it over. As I'm doing this, I'm keeping him from coming on. Now this arm, if I keep it too stiff, he can turn it into an arm triangle. So I'm going to loosen this arm up and I'm going to shuck my shoulder to the back. All I really need is my elbow underneath this. I want to get it to the back, but I'm not as concerned about that right now. What I am concerned about is I got to get this away from this arm triangle position. So I'm going to loosen up my arm. I'm going to drop it at least underneath his elbow. And then from here, I'm going to start turning in. I'm going to come up inside. Okay? So, protecting the main choking arm, clamping down, falling to this side. Now I got to get that foot, and it's way down there. So I'm going to pull this up, and it brings it right up to me. Now from here, I'm always going to be doing a real aggressive hold on this with my crossing, because it can come really fast. And it's a weak position for me, defending like this, but I just need a second to do it. So I'm going to do this, reach, take my leg straight, up and over. As soon as I clear that, and I'm laying on his knee so that he can't collect it one way or the other. So I'm doing that, and this here, as I'm turning into it, I'm going to loosen up on this arm, and I'm going to drop my shoulder as deeply into the mat as I can. While I'm hooking, keeping that away, his elbow comes under. As soon as it's under, he's lost it, okay? Essentially, at this point, he has nothing. We're in a scramble at this point, but he has no advantage. I have the inside on everything. So here, we're just going to turn and give to the side. Okay. Want to see it again? One more time. So, choke inside, clamp down on everything tight. Oh, and I'm not going to this side because I want to. We're pretending that he's dragging me this way because he wants to attack me down like this. I would prefer fighting here and sliding down because there's just, if you just slide down, this is really hard. You lose it. So he knows that if I can get square with him and just start sliding out, it's going to be hard for him to maintain. So when he gets this, we're going to end up falling one way or the other while he's choking. Okay? So this, pull his foot up, capture it, kick it through, hook, keep that away. As I'm turning, I'm going to drop my arm under. Now, extend your leg forward. Get to the side. Okay. Got it? One more time. You good? All right. Lift partner up. 1, 2, 3. No, it's okay. It's a white belt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We're drilling, we're practicing, we're showing stuff, and it's like, yeah, you don't need that. So, yeah, just get into a group of 3, and what you do is you attack her back, then she attacks your back, then you attack his back, and that's the way you do it. So whoever got their back attacked, then attacks the other person. Does that make sense? First. So the only thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to put your leg between his legs because they're kind of giving you a right. So as soon as you can get that leg and you start turning, you want to turn. You did the right scissors motion, but just scissors your leg to the side. So there you go. So keep the foot off you so you can't just mount. So use right leg to underneath the ankle. And then from there, you'll start to use this foot to hip escape out a little bit. Yep. Now you've got some angle that you can use your inside foot to go back. Underneath. Yep. Same thing. Now you want to use this one because you're just holding this to keep it off of you. Because you just want to stop him from using this foot. Okay. So then, yeah, you drop this elbow underneath the ground. Now, once you're there, you want to pull this leg underneath you to the outside. Yep. Yep. That's it. As you're turning, you're coming in. Yeah. So, same thing as what I was telling you about. Is you got that, and you're going to be turning in. You want to clear this leg down. And you want to come up. What you don't want to do is keep that leg in between his legs and come because he's going to just turn right back to that.
Okay.
Because as soon as there's any legs between mine, I'm going to lock that up. And then and now he's attacking you. Because you always have to lock the hip with knee or your arm. So really pull that up. Yeah. Because you want
That was
as
a little
close to
different.
as possible. So you're not reaching.
Yeah.
Keep that locked. Yeah. don't want to be reaching down. You want to have it there. You want to. So, I think I'm really screwing people up with my leg configurations that I do.
I think that's the one thing we did last time. So.
Yeah, because that's what I do a lot, but it's probably because I've got teeny tiny flexible legs, and other people are going to have a hard time with it. You could, instead, when you're trying to keep that leg from coming over, you can be grabbing hand leg with after you get down your arm so that you're not in danger. You can grab hand leg to keep it from coming up and over you. But, yeah, so here's the thing. The over here, pull this up. So this is what I'm doing. I'm getting his foot to within 6 inches of me, and you guys are kind of pulling your leg up there and getting it there. Like, I'm going to do everything I can to get it as close as I can, so that it's just this kick drop here. Okay. So the reason, and I'll show the tactic to this, but the reason why I'm always so cognizant of
Instantly.
they'll pound you every time. So what I would say is, and I don't know, people are gonna know, but I don't know what other people do. But when I'm here and I'm getting this down, if you can ever, now I don't have to worry about this choke. This is, he's not gonna do anything because I've got this block, and now I'm worried about him mounting. So it would be grabbing this knee, and anytime we're doing this, we're gonna lock our arm because I don't want to use my muscle, and it's way easier to lock your arm straight and use the structure instead of your muscles pushing his leg, your bicep, tricep, silly. So you just lock it, and now you can't come up over top because when you try rotating him, you can't. Okay, so you got this. The other way you can do it is controlling this wrist. So after I block here, I get this. He cannot come up on top of me as we're trying to come up. It's just, I've got his arm up there and he can't cross. I'm keeping his arm on that side of his body. Because if I do that, he can't rotate into me to get them out. And then it's just going to be a matter of still driving in. Again, the only reason why I like doing just my little leg thing is because I'm a ball and I'm like this and I'm not giving an opportunity for him to get anywhere near me. And I can just transition straight from that to, again, the shrimping motion that we were talking about. I'm on my shoulder, I'm shrimping out. It's the same motion, except I add a little kick behind me while I get into side kick. Okay? So, let's try doing the arm. Do the arm, keep him away instead. Try the knee. Give it a shot. See what you guys like. Keep playing with the legs. I just have a feeling that no one likes doing the leg thing that I do. So,
I was already getting a shin or a knee. I was there with my ball, right?
yeah.
Like getting all like looked.
Yeah.
And like people look around there and like.
And that's kind of a,
don't press it for you.
yeah, it's kind of a big, it's a big detail to it. Is if you don't have it hooked and you just have like your foot or just your knee up there or something, they can slide up. That's where, like, it's pretty incredible just when they've got their leg up there, just hooking it. And you can follow it around and it just won't come over your body because it can't. And then you can switch through and get inside. Alright, so let's go back doing that. 1, 2, 3. Wait, stop, go back. Now I'm going to show you why, when you escape, the reason why we're doing that. Okay, so when you escape. There we go. Okay, here. As soon as he starts to put pressure on my knee, I'm clamping. And then I'm holding his far arm and I'm turning my body.
Yep.
And I'm coming in the mount. Okay? So they're going to do that every time. Unless you're rolling against me. Because if you do your escape, he's killing my God. Keep escaping. Okay. This is where I'm going to transition to an arm triangle. And I'm just going to strangle you. So that's why you need to do a loose arm and get that shoulder down. Because if you are tense, white belts will do that every time. You think like, I don't want him to squeeze my arm, so I'm gonna make it really tight. It makes a perfect handle for me. While you're getting into this, you're already escaping. I'm here. So if you make it tight and push your arm in, that is a perfect hook. I got pressure. He can't get it out because he pushed in me really hard, and that's fantastic. He's not getting out by pushing hard. Just not gonna happen. But if you loosen this, relax it, whip yourself to your shoulder, drop that elbow down. Now I'm still not gonna get him out. That's not. The point is, he did that part. It was just the fact that he didn't have any control of my legs, didn't have any control of my arm, so I can turn in. But if I start to turn in, you had this arm locked out, well, I can't come across it. You gotta just figure out something else. Okay? Now we're gonna come to 1, 2, 3. Do the escape, either pin the knee, or when you start to escape that arm or knee.
Call up here, break that foot out.
Yes, you
And
still
then-
have.
and
Yes,
then
yes,
get
yes,
that
yes.
arm out.
Yes.
No.
Just start it. Pull this leg all the way up to you as far as you can. Just try and get him with your arm, but you're not going to let go of the choking arm because you're still in a little bit of the choking game. You need to focus on getting that arm underneath the elbow. You need to get your elbow underneath that elbow. That's the key one. And then from there, now you can either grab your hand. I would, if I'm going for the hand at this point, he doesn't have a choke. I would grab on that one. Or if you're going with this arm, I would grab this. Just with this hand, grab that straight arm. And now when you're turning, I would keep hold of that until I made the late rotation, so that there's at no point can you turn your elbows so you can't grab there. So you need to get under to grab it or to lock out. Left arm, up, left arm, forward, under, left forward. Yeah, that's what we do. And then you keep stripping out. Yeah. Okay guys, let's bring it in. We're gonna do the other side escape now. Nope, same seatbelt. Yeah, same seatbelt. So now we're going to this side. And honestly, this side is so much easier, in my opinion. One, because people will, not themselves, people will get lazy and they won't put their head where they're supposed to. If he's got me tight and he's got his head and we're ear to ear, it's really hard. But when you're in the middle of something, people are going to drop their head. The important thing is I need to still keep control of this, really focus on not letting him get anywhere near my power, deep power grip with this, and I'm going to fight to get my head underneath. Now, because we like our partners, and we're going to be nice people, we're not going to be jerks and slam our head into them. We can, but we're not going to. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our head out, down, around. Once we get into the mat, we're going to start working our shoulders back this way. Again, I'm focused on not letting him get this leg up over top. But the good news is, in this one, as soon as your shoulders hit the mat, you're essentially safe. Now this one, I would definitely hold on to this arm while I'm coming across here. And come up. Okay? Again, got on this side, got good head position. I'm going to fight to get my head out away from him so that he can't follow me. Put my head on the mat, and then I'll drive it back. Because he can't get there. Once you get out of that, then from here, we're just going to shimmy, walk our shoulders back. This feels so bad to me that I don't have to feel his ankles because he can roll right enough. Unless I do this, and he cannot. Once the shoulders are down, we're going to break this off. Keep on the other side. Again, this movement of holding the leg underneath allows you to rotate. Don't keep the pressure on the person. Okay, do that one more time. Here. In control. Going to this side. Out away from him, where he can't follow it. Put it on the mat. Slide it back. Start walking your shoulders. I'm going to do this because I can. When I break this grip, we're going to keep control of it. I'm going to ride in, over this leg, under, we're going to get this. Okay. Got it? Up. 1, 2, 3. Put your hand on the outside. Just
Potential for
that's why we were working on these strips. I'm not moving my feet. I post my foot and I rotate. This is the same exact thing, except I'm going, instead of just pushing my hips out, I'm pushing my hips out and rotating.
Like that.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Head down, shoulder shake. Work your shoulders flat to the mat. Yep. And as soon as you can, you'll want to control that leg. It's going to be hard from there. You can Yeah. All right, we're gonna switch partners. That was good. Take one out. Yep. And out. You're saying it. And oh, sorry. Actually, we'll come to one of them. You guys, one person. Yep. So load up. Get on back. Hey, slap hands and go.
Home eat these pancakes. Protein pancakes.
There you go. Don't cross your legs. There you go. Now go across. Go back to the start. Sorry. We'll grab your face. There you go, drive it. Yeah.
Alright, you got it.
especially when you're beginning. So, yeah. All right, guys, let's bring it in. So, that's a good point. Size discrepancies. You know, we were just talking about weight classes and stuff. You get used to rolling with different body shapes and height, everything else. But so the way I like to explain it to folks is like you'll be training for a bit, and after the first few months, you'll be able to take anyone that's your size, weight, shape. Like you will have the ability to control someone that is comparable size and not still maybe a little stronger, but the more you do jujitsu, it starts to open up. Like a perfect example was I had been training for 1 year, and I had a buddy of mine come 5'10", 260-ish, so right, big boy. Hard for these itty bitty little legs to wrap around him. And he came to a class and he's like, let's see what we do. And I was like, yeah, let me show you. I was like, I can't do anything on it. Like, I thought I had been whooping up on guys that are my size and shape, but when you start getting into someone that's a little bigger, you can't do it. So the other thing is, in this beginner class, because you have to learn close guard, well, I'm never going to do close guard. It's just not going to happen. So instead, you need to learn how to do close guard, and you need to learn how to do close guard on bigger people than you. But there is a point that my legs just will not physically go around. Now there are some things you can do. I mean, what is going to happen? There's a little plastic. No. Yeah. So here's the thing. If I have my legs, if I have my butt on the mat and I put my legs forward, I mean, you can tell that now I'm within feet of getting my feet together, okay? But that's because I have no angle on it. You're doing the right thing. That's what you should be doing. The reason why, again, the reason why we do this, and in your position, the reason why you're flattening my hips is for this. Okay? This is why we do it. So now, if your arms aren't there, and I can hike my hip up. Now, I've got a close guard on. Is it strong? No. Is it something I'm going to be doing a lot with? No. But I can off balance. I can still do something like this. I can control this arm. I can keep it inside. I can do any one of these back takes. I can do things from there. But quite honestly, if anyone this much bigger, I'm going to be opening up. And if anything, I'm going to be going for fishing to get him into half guard. Half guard is fantastic for small people against big people. It's not so much of a big person against a small person game, but it still works. Mainly you want side control, close guard. Much better than the other person. But if I just physically have an issue that I can't really get my legs around and maintain a close guard, then why would I even try it? I've done it long enough that I know that I'm not going to be successful with this. Can I do a demonstration on it? Yeah, I can demonstrate, but it's not fantastic, and it's not the way I would do it in the whole. But that's where you just need to modify these things. Okay? So I feel your pain, but
I was saying that.
no. I know, and it's just there's nothing back. You have teenagers that come in and they go, "Rolling, and you're a giant." That's right. That's right. 5'4", 138 pounds, baby. Pure muscle. So yeah, that's where body shapes becomes anything that you guys are feeling as beginners. Totally normal, and we've all felt it. And you start talking to black belts, they'll still say, "I remember when I began, and I had trouble with this body shape. I had trouble with this position. I couldn't do it for years." And then they're like, "I figured it out. I modified something." There's so many of these things that little changes make huge differences. Just being able to get your hips out. So that's why I know it's silly. I know line drills people think are super silly. But just the fact that we're working on shrimping, and then I'm directly showing you the application of why we're doing it should give you a sense of, oh, maybe I should be able to do this because it'll come in handy, right? Okay. That's enough of me pontificating. Yeah, it's a little late because you didn't sign up for the tournament. It's gonna be in Cedar Point, Ohio. But he's got another one coming up August 4th in Branson. It's a really good time. If you're interested in doing any of these tournaments, I'd suggest it. Or if you just want to work them, you can volunteer through chat or post something on the Derby City group doing it. Kimberly and I are going to be doing the tournament this weekend. The sun's coming with it. But it's cool because people will bring their family members. Either it's going to be over 4th of July, so I'm taking my son up. We're going to Cedar Point one of the days, and then we're going to do a tournament on Saturday. So it's cool. Check them out if you can. The next local one, not for a while. So, anyway, good class.